Anyone can get to the 1% by following the same path. It's not luck. For the last 16 years, Tammy Trenta has helped people keep more of what they earn by reducing taxes and accelerating wealth. Tammy has written a book called Wisdom to Be Wealthy and explains the 9 things you need to have covered to get to the 1%. She also gives away a shortcut to get there. Before we get into those, you need to know where you are in the pyramid of wealth. Tammy says there are only 4 types of people. 1. Spender. Lives paycheck to paycheck, often due to a lack of financial literacy. If this is you, you need to find ways to increase your income or reduce what you spend so that you can save and learn about how finance works. 2. Saver. Good at putting money aside but may not be investing it effectively. 3. Investor. Invests money wisely and is on the path to building wealth. 4. Wealth creator. Has achieved a high level of financial success and is focused on generational wealth, the 1%. The good news is that you can move from 1 to 4, and that's exactly what Tammy did. Because as well as being an expert on becoming wealthy, she actually started as a 1 and moved to become a 4 herself. It's about making smart financial decisions and avoiding bad ones. But it's hard to know exactly how to do that when we don't get a financial education at school. We're left to figure things out on our own, and that can lead to debt and financial instability. The sooner you start to make the changes Tammy suggests, the wealthier you will end up. As you can see in this chart, a spender with no financial knowledge or advice ends up going backwards and losing money over time, whereas people with financial knowledge who work with an advisor see the greatest wealth increase over time and grow their wealth as much as possible. Tammy says, if you find you're not on your desired path, today is the closest you'll ever be if you want to jump lines. Let's get into the 9 things you need to get to the 1%. The first thing you need to do is have a fiduciary advisor. Start by finding a fiduciary financial advisor to help you identify and overcome your money biases and make smart financial decisions. A fiduciary is a financial advisor who is legally obligated to put your interests first. This is crucial to avoid conflicts of interest. You can check to see if your advisor is actually a fiduciary by going to brokercheck.finra.org and searching for their name. Questions to ask the financial advisor to make sure they are going to act in your best interest. 1. How do you get paid? Only through management fees. No extra commissions for transactions or product sales. 2. Do you make money from selling financial products? If so, that means they're a broker. 3. Does your firm sell its own financial products? If so, there's a conflict of interest, and they can't truly act in your best interest. 4. How do you choose investments for clients? Do you include planning, or is it just based on a risk assessment questionnaire? 5. How often do you check my financial plan and investments? Ideally, it should be at least once a year, or more often if something major happens in my life. 6. What qualifications do you have? Make sure they are a certified financial planner. 7. How long have you been working in this field? Ideally, they should have at least 7 years of experience. Tammy says, if your advisor is not interested in how you envision your future, then you should move on to someone who does. 2. Address your money biases. These are like psychological programs that make you do things that keep you poor and stop you from progressing up the pyramid of wealth. Here is a table of biases. Pause the video to read and understand each one. These are some shortcuts for overcoming your bad money programming. Be fearful when others are greedy. Don't chase the market when it's going up. Be greedy when others are fearful. Look for opportunities to buy when the market is down. Have a plan. Develop a financial plan and stick to it, even when the market is volatile. 3. Get a financial plan. Tammy says, working with a certified financial planner to guide you through the financial planning process is like having an expert navigator for your journey. Your fiduciary financial advisor will help you create a financial plan, which is like a roadmap for your money. It helps you set goals and make decisions that align with your values. 4. Work with a tax planner to save more of your money by paying less tax. Depending on your situation, the wrong tax strategy could impact the value of your business, prevent you from getting a loan, or reduce your Social Security income. Work with a qualified tax planner, not just an accountant. 5. Work with your advisor to invest your saved money wisely. The basic building blocks of investing are stocks, bonds, cash and cash equivalents, certificates of deposit, real estate, mutual funds, and exchange-traded funds, ETFs. Have a mix of different unrelated investments so that if one investment goes bad, the others are still safe. 6. Get an education with a good return on investment, ROI. Remember the chart from before? The people with the right education who get the right advice are the most successful. It's not luck. Learning the things you need to become wealthy unlocks opportunities as they present themselves. Because you are prepared with knowledge, you can take advantage of things as they occur. If you have kids, think about how you can teach them about finance. The proper education is the foundation to build your future on. Also think about the market demand and future earning potential of the education you are considering. The best time to change your path is now. Start learning and make the jump to a wealthy future. 7. Use trusts in your estate planning. If you want your wealth to truly be generational, you need to make sure it's preserved through the generations. Otherwise, it just gets dispersed with each death in the family. This is done through estate planning and using special legal entities called trusts. Tammy says a revocable living trust holds and manages assets and makes handing down the assets to the next generation a lot simpler, especially during a time of stress and sadness. Usually, when someone dies, the court gets involved with wills and making sure the assets are dealt with, but a revocable living trust avoids this expensive and lengthy process because the appointed successor of the revocable living trust just steps up and continues taking care of the trust and assets. It's a seamless transfer of power that you get to decide on before you pass away, so that you know what you've built will remain for generations to come. There are different types of legal entities that estate planners use to get your desired result, including marital trusts, credit shelter trusts, descendants trusts, irrevocable life insurance trusts, and private foundations, to name just a few. A well-crafted estate plan goes beyond basic wills. It integrates tools like trusts, tax-efficient strategies, and legal structures that protect your assets from unnecessary taxation and legal disputes. Whether you're aiming to support your family, fund philanthropic goals, or ensure the smooth transition of a business, estate planning provides the clarity and structure to make your intentions a reality. Confused yet? Well, stay with me because the shortcut to the 1% is coming up soon. 8. Have the right insurance so you have a safety net. Tammy decides what insurance is needed for her clients by checking the financial plan and making sure the breadwinners of the family are covered in case something were to stop them working for any reason. Different types of insurance include term life insurance, permanent life insurance, whole life insurance, universal life insurance, variable universal life insurance, indexed universal life insurance, and then you have property insurance, health insurance, and long-term care insurance. The right insurance plan is more than a contingency. It's an investment in stability and resilience, helping you and your loved ones weather unexpected challenges while staying on track toward your long-term aspirations. 9. Have access to the right kind of debt to give you leverage to build wealth faster. Debt is a powerful tool because it allows you to buy things that make money that you couldn't otherwise afford without saving for decades. To get good interest rates on loans, and to even get approved for loans, you need to make sure your credit rating is as good as it can be. So plan ahead for getting loans, and do what you need to do to get your credit score high as possible. Pay bills on time, have a long history of credit use, and don't get into too much bad debt, like car loans, personal loans, or credit cards. This proves you can handle being trusted with credit, and lenders like people who can handle credit responsibly. The lower risk you are as a borrower, the better interest rates you'll get, and that means you'll be making more money from the investments you make. Money-making loans, also known as good debt, include mortgages, business loans, margin loans, pledged asset lines, and commercial loans. So you start to save and maybe buy some investments, perhaps with the help of a financial advisor. You might get an accountant to help you with doing your tax, and maybe a lawyer to look over your contracts. You're expecting your accountant to suggest ways you can save on taxes, but it never happens. You expect your lawyer to suggest ways you can safeguard your assets, but it doesn't happen either. If you've watched this far in the video, you know there are different types of accountants and accounting professions. The person preparing your tax return doesn't know about tax planning, and your financial advisor could actually be a broker and not a fiduciary. There's so much to know. The next problem is that you need to pass information between these various experts you've got working for you because they don't talk to each other. They only talk to you, and that just adds to your workload. Here's Tammy's shortcut to becoming part of the 1%. The solution is having one place you can go to that knows all about wealth creation and has all the specialties and expertise you know you need, and the specialties and expertise you didn't even know you needed. This one-stop wealth creation shop is called a family office. In the past, only ultra-mega-rich families had access to a family office. Families like Rockefellers and Rothschild. A family office is an all-in-one wealth management service. They cover investments, taxes, estate planning, insurance, even financial education, so your kids learn what they need to manage money. These experts all work together to help you achieve your financial goals. The good news is that this model is now becoming more accessible to everyday people. Tammy Trenta says a family office focuses on strategic tax planning tailored to your demographic, maximizing your retained earnings and accelerating personal wealth accumulation. It's like your own personal wealth creation team. Achieving financial freedom is a journey, not a destination, and Wisdom to be Wealthy by Tammy Trenta provides the perfect roadmap to get there. It's about making intentional choices today, whether it's planning strategically, optimizing your taxes, or investing wisely, that create a ripple effect for a brighter, stress-free tomorrow. Financial independence isn't just about the numbers. It's about creating a life where your money supports your dreams, values, and legacy. If you're ready to take that first step toward financial freedom, start applying the insights from this incredible book and take control of your financial future. Because the best time to begin is right now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more empowering insights. If you like the way we teach lessons from the world's best business books, and there's a book you'd like us to create a video from, let us know in the comments, and your suggestion could be our next video.